guys, this is Ashley back with another video. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Sunday and we got a lot to discuss. So it looks like Joe Budden got a phone call from Titanic Records and he was forced to make amends with Púñkś and Bitter. And Púñkś and Bitter is still ranting on social media. I'm like, goodness gracious, don't she got things to do? She is miserable. Now, fans are dragging Púñkś and Bitter's edited video to hide her pregnancy. Fans are dragging her because she popped out with her plastic booty, twerking on couches, looking a hot ass mess with her schoolgirl outfit that she's been wearing. She's been wearing the same schoolgirl outfit for the past 3 months. And fans are saying that they are tired of the hypersexual videos that Púñkś and Bitter be posting, okay? She wasn't too happy with people saying this. And she responded, it's a song about effing on the money, here B-word, all dressed up, you happy? Then another fan said, I'm sure Offset cheated again. And she responded, you look like an Uber driver, leave me alone. Now, I don't know what Uber drivers look like. What does that mean? Like, what does she mean he looks like a Uber driver because he's bald? Then Harry Bussy Joe decided to apologize to Púñkś and Bitter. Allegedly, he got a phone call from Titanic Records, and this is what he had to say.
I want to start this with, well, Cardi said a lot, man. I want to start this with, Cardi is on my list of people that I'm going to love no matter what. As a musician, just in terms of story of someone from New York, there's absolutely nothing that Cardi B could get me to say negatively about her husband, or her family. So I did go back and listen to the last pod. If I've ever made a joke that has offended Cardi B, I'm sorry. I am. I tweeted that, and I mean it.
Now, I'm sorry, Joe, but it was clear as day that you were threatened and forced to apologize to Púñkś and Pregnant because she called you a cokehead. She said you was high in the kite when she gave you a dance years ago. And now magically you love Púñkś and Bitter, okay? Not saying that he can't be a fan, but clearly somebody sent him a warning. Either Púñkś and Bitter or Titanic Records. And I think it was Titanic who sent him a warning, probably threatened to blackball him. Because I find it very odd that somebody would call you a powderhead and you come back and say, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend you. Please sit down. Now, Púñkś and Pregnant did respond to Harry Bussy Joe. She said, I got love for you too, Joe. But you've been changing your tone on me real heavy the last 3 years, whether music or personal. Like when I was going through the real ish with my marriage in December, you went on your platform and tried to make that about somebody else and what they got going on. I know criticism comes with the territory, but sometimes the narrative y'all try to run with be so toxic. Is all love though, see you soon. So the see you soon lets me know that when she does put out her album, that she will do an interview with Joe. Which I feel reported that Púñkś and Bitter's collaboration with Rob 49 only did 143,000 in streams on Paolify? What? And it's got 500,000 views on YouTube. Now, fans call out Púñkś and Bitter for never dissing the girls, but dissing her fans. A fan said, she made the girls think it's comfortable to diss her on songs because she never responds to them, but be ready to cuss out her own fans. Keep the same energy, ma. Okay, which is true. Low-key, she be going harder at Section 8 gang than she do JT or Bia. But I think she low-key feels like JT and Bia are not on her level. That's why she don't be going in on them. A fan responded and said, oh, clock it. I hope JT teach her a lesson and finally make better music for once. Oh my goodness! goodness. They said she needs to make better music. Goodness gracious, they really her ops. Moving on to Doja Cat quickly. Doja Cat announced that she would be going back to her Planet Her era, and allegedly Doja Cat wants to do stadium tours the next time she does do a tour, okay? Now, I believe the Scarlet tour was like 99% sold out. It was in the 90s. It wasn't fully sold out, but I think it was like 95% or 99% sold out. And I think the reason why it didn't fully sell out is because Scarlet wasn't that great, okay? Even though she put the tour tickets on sale before Scarlet came out, the album wasn't as great as Planet Her. If she had put out Planet Her and then went on tour, you know, she probably could have had a sold-out arena tour. So I do think that going back to the Planet Her era is going to be very lucrative for Doja Cat because she's going to sell more. And I feel like Doja Cat, when it comes to her talent or her stage presence, she can do a stadium tour. I don't know if she has the fans for it, though. But if you're talking about talent and stage presence, she can definitely do a stadium tour. Megan Thee Stallion clocks Botchin' Bitter. It looks like Megan Thee Stallion Mamushi is once again the highest female rap song on iTunes US, surpassing Botchin' Bitter's latest flop, On the Money. The On the Money song is trash, but it's very interesting to see that Megan Thee Stallion is having a better year musically than Botchin' Bitter, okay? Yet, Megan Thee Stallion cannot sell as much as Botchin' Bitter. Like, you know, she only did 63,000 or 66,000 the first week for her album Megan, which was trash. But I think that Botchin' Bitter will end up selling more than Megan Thee Stallion, only because I think that Titanic is going to have that payola package ready, and they're not going to allow Botchin' Bitter to embarrass them, no matter if the music is good or not. They're going to be like, listen, we got to at least make her sell 100,000, whether it's fake streams or not, because if she sells less than 100,000, she's going to get clowned. If she sells 100,000, she might not get clowned as much, but some people still may feel like that's a flop. Plus, you know, Botchin' Bitter did throw some shade at Megan Thee Stallion a few days ago, and this is why I've always said that I don't believe that they're friends. You know, a fan told Botchin' Bitter, which we discussed, that the album, you know, Cardi B's album is not coming in the summer, doesn't think it would do well in the autumn or winter, and that she's going to get less streams when she drops. Botchin' Bitter responded and said, please tell me what album been doing good this summer since you got your degree and you act like you know effing everything, okay? And Megan Thee Stallion just recently dropped her album, okay, but it didn't do too well. And that's why people are taking this as shade, and I do believe it was shade, but Eminem's album is doing pretty well, okay, on the charts. You know, he's gearing up to sell like 300,000 first week. Now, Ice Mirage clocks Scratch Off. So Ice Mirage and Central C's collaboration, Did It First, has 10 million views after 8 days. And Side Chick Mama has 3.4 million views after 3 weeks. But in hindsight, Ice Mirage, you do have a collaboration single, okay, with Central C. And there was a lot of controversy behind it with your PR stunt relationship. Also, Ice Mirage earns her second top 20 hit on the UK singles chart with Did It First with Central C. Okay? So congratulations to Ice Mirage. But I feel like people don't really be caring about this single. In my opinion, the only reason why it's making any noise is because of the PR relationship that she's in with Central C. Even though her real boyfriend is Riot. Okay? So, I mean, I really don't care for the song. I like the chorus, but I don't like her bars. I don't like Central C when he raps, period. So I don't care for the single at all, but congratulations to Ice Spice. Now, Payola Award put out their predictions for Album of the Year at the 2025 Scammys. They got Cowboy Carter, no. I'll pass on that. Short and Sweet, no. Hit Me Hard and Soft, Possibly. I do like that album. Eternal Sunshine. Possibly. I do like that album. The Rise and Fall of a Midwest Princess. No. Higher. No. The Torturous Poets Department. Absolutely not. And Tyler's album. Why would Tyler's album get any fucking nominations? Are these people on crack? I mean, come on now. Stop it. Stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it. No, 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 no. Short and Sweet is not even out yet, but is predicted to have Album of the Year nomination. Where is Kung Fu Kenny in his prediction? Okay, Kung Fu Kenny should be on here since Short and Sweet didn't come out. Where is Kung Fu Kenny? Okay, but, I like Sabrina Carpenter, but I don't think she's going to have Album of the Year. I'm sorry. This list is wrong. Some of these people are going to get nominations, but most of these people don't deserve no nominations, okay? Including Queen Bee. Sorry to tell you. Now, moving on to JT's City Cinderella. It is currently the highest charting album by female artists on the U.S. Apple Music chart. New peak at number 3. So congratulations to JT. And I'll be honest with you. This mixtape don't feel like a mixtape. It feel like an album. I was listening to Uncle Al. I think that's the name of the song. That song is fire. She definitely should push that song. Like I said before, I do like Red Flowers. I do feel like Red Flowers needs to be pushed. But the song is so damn short. And so I asked JT if we can get an extended version. Some people agree with me on that. We'll see if she responds. But, I feel like she dropped the ball with Red Flowers. That should be a little bit longer. That song is low-key fire. Okay? Low-key fire. And I think that song deserves to get a push. Hopefully, JT does at least 10,000 first week. I feel like despite the controversy that happened, a few days ago, JT deserves support. There's not a lot of dark-skinned black women in female rap that get a push or that get a lot of mainstream success. And I feel like JT deserves mainstream success. She deserves mainstream success. I mean, she's very talented. I think she puts out better music than Megan Thee Stallion. The only difference between her and Megan is that Megan is signed to Devil Nation and she's half naked all the time twerking. JT wears provocative outfits, but she don't really be twerking on stage all the time. She just kind of raps, similar to like Nicki. She don't really do a lot of choreography all the time. And I think, that's one of the reasons why people don't really tune in to JT like they do like Megan Thee Stallion or Cardi B or Doja Cat. Is because, she's more about the skill of rap versus the antics, okay? And so I feel like she deserves to shine. Now, it has been unfortunately reported, though, that JT's City Cinderella earned a measly 1.5 million streams for the first day for her mixtape on Paolify. They said it's the lowest debut for a female rapper with too much engagement on Twitter. They said she got too much engagement on Twitter. Could this be that her fans and the Barbs are just noisemakers and use her for viral tweets? I'm sorry, it's not funny. Listen, I love JT's mixtape. Okay, I don't care what nobody says. I love the mixtape. I thought it would do more. I mean, 1.5 million streams, that's it. But I also think because of the controversy that happened yesterday and the day before yesterday, maybe some people didn't stream. And then on top of that, I feel like because JT is associated with Nicki Minaj, she's going to get a lot of hate. The general public is not going to support her. She would have to openly diss Nicki Minaj to get more support. It would be temporary support, but to get more support, she would have to diss Nicki Minaj because a lot of other people and other fan bases like Cardi B and Meg fans, and then on top of that, the general public, they don't like Nicki, so they're not going to support JT's music unless she diss Nicki Minaj, okay? So that's another issue. But JT's mixtape is fire. If you haven't listened to it, you need to listen to it. It's completely fire. And like I said before, I do believe that her mixtape is better than Megan Thee Stallion's album. Now, Botch and Bitter is still going off on fans. I mean, this hoe is just delusional and bored. So a fan responded to her picture about her, basically clapping back at other fans saying that she needs to put on some clothes. And a fan said, plastic B words trying to dress soft looks so ugly to me. She ends up clapping back and posting the fan saying that plastic B words, why do y'all feel like you have to body shame unprovoked women with surgery? I don't see surgery dolls talking shit about women's bodies all day. Now, if I start snapping and talking about your white refrigerator built ASS, then it is ... You think you all that because you got surgery, huh? Okay, so that's what she responded to the fan, and she posted the fan's picture, okay? And here's my thing. I think Botch and Bitter cannot be talking about nobody's looks when you've been under their surgery table 20 times, okay? It don't matter if somebody got 5 stomachs, like you said to the Paris lady a few days ago, if somebody is built like a refrigerator. When you came in the game, you had no teeth. You came in the game with a crooked teeth and a crooked face. So I don't understand how you can talk about anybody's appearances when you've been on the surgery table 1,000 times and off the cheat still can't keep his D in his pants. That's my thing with Cardi B. You can't talk about nobody's body or face when you don't have your original face. It's lost, okay? You don't know what you really look like anymore because you got so much surgery. You need to pipe the F down, okay? You built badly. The Squidward thighs look a mess, okay? You look a fucking mess in that video. And honestly, I'm starting to see why Off the Cheat be cheating on you, okay? Because if you're unbearable on the internet, I can only imagine how unbearable you can be in your marriage. I'm starting to see why he be cheating on you. Because you can clearly see that Botch and Pregnant has mental issues, okay? Now, moving on to Katy Perry. So it was reported that Katy's Women's World is expected to debut around number 57 on the Hot 100, okay? Now, mind you, Katy Perry did put out, I think, 6 to 5 versions of Women's World, okay, after the original came out. And, at that time, it was predicted to go top 70. But now, after 5 or 6 versions, it is predicted to be around 57 on the Hot 100. Let me know if you consider this a bop or flop for Katy Perry. I consider this to be a flop, especially if you put out 5 to 6 versions and you got radio playing and you had music video. I think this is a flop. I'm sorry. Okay. I feel like when it comes to Katy, she got to try different sounds. I think she needs a really good female collaboration. I know some people are saying she might not be able to get, the A-listers to collaborate with her, but I think she should try to pay somebody off. If Ariana wants $1 million for a collaboration, just pay the $1 million. You got it. Okay. Your net worth should be like at least roughly around $100 million. So I know you got it in the stash if the label don't want to pay for it. But at the end of the day, this era cannot flop, because if this era flops, it's over for Katy. So you might as well do what you have to do to top the charts. But anyway, I got some very hot tea on Patreon. Links will be in the description. Have a great day.